That took it back.
Good night.
Took it all back. That's what songs used to be like 8 minutes.
I want to go to a good old school party. I'm mad I missed your birthday party last year.
I can't dance that long. Like knee deep, the long extended thing. Ain't no way we dancing to that no more.
It's too hype. That's too hype to dance that long too, though, for real.
Yeah, man, I couldn't make it through the whole song back then.
For real? But you know what? You had enough time, like with that Surface. You had enough time to say, okay, let me find somebody to dance with.
Right.
Send your homie over there to be like, hey, ask her, do she want to dance? Get on the floor, get a good 4 minutes, get her number, boom, and then the song will be going off.
And then limp back off to the sidelines.
Oh, yeah, a hot mess. Crazy's all get out.
No, he did say limp back to the sidelines.
That's what it was.
Only you get certain parts of me happy. The song.
You know what? We missed you, Nate.
I miss you guys too.
Hey, that's special. We're feeling real special.
I heard my name brought up, and I was like, oh.
Okay. We definitely did say your name. Definitely did say that. Listen, we got so much to talk about. We talked about the Judge Mathis situation.
I heard.
We talked about a lot of stuff. But before we get it, let's touch base on that. Because Nyk ended up reaching out. She was like, Mel. Never mind. Go ahead, Nyk. You say, I don't want to speak for you. You talk to the people.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through like usual. And that interview came up. I don't know if it was TMZ or what. But talking to Judge Mathis about his marriage. This man was like, I'm trying to get my wife back. We said it. And it was nothing more than the fact that he was supposed to have been stay retired, started that new show, and then was always gone. So we said it a couple weeks ago. That's probably what it was because of that new show, and then he not giving her the time and attention that he needs after them 25 years on that show. That's exactly
it matters. That's why I was sitting there and I was like, no, we ain't going like, I couldn't come up with no scuttle or anything like that. Just watching her, I met her a few times personally, but watching their dynamics, I said, I said, see, he finished that show 25 years ago, and she was like, okay, my time. Like I said last week. And then you go and you get another show. So am I still on the back burner? I ain't signed up to be on the back burner for the rest of my life. I am not mad at her back. And listen, I love the fact that he was like, oh, I'm going back.
Yeah.
To get my
They're
wife.
Still in the same house, he said we're friends. We get along just great. He was like, I'm just trying to get my marriage before the final, papers are done or whatever. But he was like, and they asked him about clearing up the rumors, and this is not alleged because this is a video that you can look up. He said there was no rumors of, child molestation. There was no rumors of him. Yeah.
Oh, they had people just be trying to say extra stuff.
Like, no, I did not cheat. It wasn't infidelity. It wasn't infidelity. He said, but you have to look at it this way: if your spouse is always gone, he was like, then of course he said because of me going back to work, and then I'm
infidelity would, yeah, infidelity would be, and I'm paraphrasing just to minimize it. Infidelity would be suspected if you constantly working and gone.
And that's what he said. He was like, I'm gone with, to different sporting events with my boys when I come back from work.
He doing what he does and putting her second. But I did tell y'all, I said, listen here.
That's what it was.
Listen, I was like, that house too big. I know. I'm like, can't y'all go on separate house, separate sides of the house or what? Yeah, I knew that had to be it. Because real talk, they, that'll have you buy. Neglect is major.
Right.
Neglect is major. And it's like you have people that will take you back for infidelity, whatever it is. There's a numerous amount of things. But that neglect, baby, listen, that's something that will have you like, peace out, I'm done, goodbye. Because who signs up to be alone? And that's something I'm not mad at. That's something that you can't forgive. I mean, I'm not going to say as far as like with the rumors talking about, which I didn't hear until Judge Mathis mentioned it, talking about some molestation, with all that mess. Miss me with that one.
Right, exactly.
But there's things that you can forgive your mate for. And you'll be like, okay, but neglect, not. I'm not gonna give of me, and I want you guys to comment. Give of me, sign a contract to give of me for the rest of my life to be neglected. Go ahead, Linda. I ain't mad. I told y'all what I said. What you got, Nate? Go ahead.
Yeah. That's how she feels. And I mean, her feelings are valid. I'm hoping he got enough in the bank so he can keep up with that way of life. But, he has to actually just bow to her wishes and her feelings. Yeah. Hey, no matter how much money he make and this, that, and other, it's just, to please her, he's got to leave her alone.
Oh, I can't believe what I'm hearing from Nyk the Voice, but Nyk the Agitator.
I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about, anything else, but I mean, if he wants to get her, he knows the sacrifice comes before the compromise. So he's going to have to sacrifice. No, that's $40 million every 2 years for this contract for me doing the show. No, I have to stay home. I guess that's fair.
I mean,
it is fair because he did it for 25 years already. And then let me say this. Baby had his back. Well, that's how Baby got back. Baby had his back because she's the one that helped him get to where he got to. So that's all of theirs.
And in that
and he want his wife. That part.
Right. In that journey, I know she didn't, her having his back, income, her living, how she lived, expanded. And he loved her. And I'm pretty sure that any Birkin bag or any whatever she wanted, she got.
Let me say this. Baby, she could get it on her own because she had her stuff. Her stuff is together.
Okay.
And she had one of the top child care companies in her area. So she set aside her stuff.
How would you think she got that, though? And I'm not...
listen. We ain't got time to go through the show. How do I think she got that? That lady is highly educated, and it was before he became a judge. Get that. So I'm like, I got to put that out there. Like, no, you're not going to minimize the situation because girlfriend got it going on.
No, I'm not minimizing it. I'm just showing you that, hey, she won't have to spend that money now because he ain't bringing in what he wants to bring in. So her happiness dictates how everything goes.
Yeah, I get that to a certain extent, but I think they all right. And they done birthed three. Look, they birthed 3 attorneys. Not to say that their children will take care of them, because I'm one of those people that feel like I don't expect my child or my children to take care of me.
Well, judge should have enough money stashed.
I'm sure he does.
I'm not sure what's in his pocket, and he had the 25 years. It's all good, but when it comes down, it's her feelings that are the main issue in this.
And I'm glad he's taking that into consideration.
Well, yeah. I mean,
in this situation. All right, let me slide. Look, let me slide on to tell you about the Wendy Williams. They done spotted Wendy Williams. Now, they allegedly said that she was suffering from dementia, bouts of dementia. But I got to let my people know, stress in itself will give you brain fog. And a lot of people feel like, oh, okay, I'm stressed. Oh, I can't remember nothing. And then whoever giving you the stress, probably like, yeah, you're losing your mind. It's you. How about I lose you and I get my mind back? Okay? Yeah. So they seen her out. I'm rooting for you, Wendy. I have to. Her place is always there. And it's needed. Because even with the new shows, no shade to Sherry, it's not Wendy. And I'm going to tell you why. And I liked her on the show when she was subbing, but Sherry's show is Sherry's show.
It's different ground. Different
demographic. It's a Sherry show. But it's in Wendy's place, so to speak. Meaning like the background and all that. That's the whole Wendy Williams, the brightness and all that. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a oxymoron. Like I feel like I need some fun, some excitement. I don't really get that and to be honest, I don't get the laughter that I used to get with Wendy. I got major laughter because I used to be hollering. And the people in the audience used to have me on the floor rolling. Because whoever the cameraman was, he was shady. And he'd go flash it on somebody. But that's what I miss. Not I'm not taking anything away from Sherry, but that's Sherry. I just feel like that energy that the studio has, that energy that it looks like, it's the wrong purse. It's the wrong place for her. But go ahead. What you got? What you think, Nick? What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm rooting for Wendy. I very seldom watch the Wendy show because she was too shady for me. And I've been
okay, so you ain't really watching. Okay.
But, you know.
Am I the only one that watched it?
The fact that she was going through what she was going through, that's rough on anybody. So, you know, if she's out there, if she gets back to herself.
I pray she does.
Yeah. Exactly.
I pray she does, because she was doing it. And here's the thing. I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of shows out there, even on the podcast, that's actually doing what she did.
Exactly.
And making money still. So they tried to shade her and be like, oh, she doing pop, but that's exactly what you doing, and you making your money off of her back.
And there's I think she make hers.
Yeah, she was doing it.
And she been doing it a long time.
Now that husband hurt her heart, and when you in positions like that, a lot of women don't know, well, a lot of men, I'm gonna say that, don't realize that women will come for you just because of who you're connected to. They don't really like you, Nate. They don't really like you, Nate. They like you for who you connected to, because they like, oh, she got him? Okay, well, because you know everybody wants Nate, the agitator. She got him. Let me slide on in there, see if I can get him.
It's a cross I have to bear. I just keep me prayed up, people.
Whatever.
And for the record, only reason I watched the Wendy show is because I was on vacation, and you know how you bid is how you bid. But after that, I didn't watch it. It's too little. It's raining men for me. You know, it was, yeah.
Was too
that was her
masculine?
demographic.
Well, yeah, that was her. Yeah, that was her demographic.
Jerry's missing that demographic.
Maybe that, okay.
She don't come out to It's Raining Men. She don't do those things.
Well, she had all of it. Oh, you talking about the gays. And she did. Yeah, that was her. You crazy. That's her demographic. I love my gays, man. Listen, I'll be on the fly. I'm quite entertained.
And so did Wendy. And she, hey, you know, so.
But everybody.
Say, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm like, listen, let me say that Nick just did that. She ain't supposed to say that while it's copywritten, so we apologize for that. Yeah. We gotta look at certain stuff. That's her, she coined that. Yeah, she was paying, stop. She was paying homage to you, Wendy. That's what that was.
well, hey, I need to talk to Wendy. I need to copyright some of mine. BDRs, I want to copyright that one. You know,
you can't copyright words; it's trademark, but coin, you can coin them. So even like that other one, don't say this one. I'm gonna say it this way: it's getting ready to rumble. You can't say it the way that they say it. That's what it is. It's the tonations and how you say things that you can't say that. See, now we did edutain the people. That's what we did. Got so much going on. Got a great show for you, lovely people. And today's topic is good energy. We can sing a song. Yeah, good thing I ain't monetized. I would have been snatched and done. Certain etiquettes and certain things you got to know, lovely people. I'm telling you. But I do want to say this. Make sure you guys like. If you're tuning in right now, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And it is at Shop Talk. Yeah, we can do that later. But if you hit that like, that's what matters. So like. I need you to hit that like button for me right now. Thank you much. And I want you to comment. Hey, it throws it back into the newsfeed and the algorithm. Appreciate that one. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, do so at Shop Talk with Mel on YouTube and on all platforms. Appreciate it. And as Nick said, share, and like. Share alike. You can do that too. I appreciate that. Those liking those comments, that's what matter, real people. A lot of people didn't know that though. Before it used to be, because they switched it. Before it used to be share, you get it out there, boom, you get a whole lot of the views. Well, then they decided to change up on it. It's so much going on. They decided to change up on that. So now it's how many people are liking your content, because a lot of people were sharing it and they weren't liking it. So, and that's on the YouTube channel. So then you'd be like, well, wait a minute, all these people, because you know how they have like your subscribers. I think, we got a little bit of, 2 or 3 subscribers, but it's the likes. Nobody's liking it. Before you used to be able to view, but I guess now you could pay for views out here. So they're like, no, we're not paying you for that. So what you gonna do? So like it, because I like you. We got so freaking much to talk about. We got the throwback. I want to put that out there for lovely people who listen to Star 94.7 online. That is 947-star.com. It's the throwback holiday weekend.
Hey.
All throwback music. You said you wanted to go to a throwback party.
Exactly.
You could tune in. And for those who do ask, because people do ask, Mel, how you be disappearing in the middle of the show? And I'll be leaving it to Nyk and Nate, bam, because I have to do my talk break because I do them simultaneously. So if you're if you're watching Shop Talk with Mel now, and if you have your radio on or in the car, something like that, and you be like, okay, how is she talking and how is she here? Multitasker. That's what we women do. It's 2 of them. It's 2 of them. Yeah, so when you see me disappear like you just did, just know I'm not leaving you guys. I promise you I'm not. I'm talking, doing what I'm trying to collect 2 checks.
I know that's right. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with the, they say the average person should really have 7 streams of income. Anyway.
7 is a lot if you're fully healthy, but 5 I know. I try.
Get a couple more ladies in there.
What you got? Okay, so we got Shop Talk with Mel. You got the book. You got the podcast. You got the other job I do on the side, nursing. And then you have the radio. Okay.
One more and you be there.
And that's fine. That was fine.
So nursing.
Don't be putting nursing first. I'm a radio personality first. Even though it's been, look, I'm on the down slope. That's been, 20 plus years, or way over 2 decades over. Okay, but go ahead. I know what you mean. Go ahead. I'm joking.
Let me see. Okay, yeah. Well, you need 2 more. I don't know.
What? A playwright? I ain't doing 7, girl. Bye.
I'm trying to. I mean,
look, I'm out here like Linda. I'm trying to play. We ain't trying to work.
Listen, no, that's what I'm saying. You could these internet businesses now where you can just let the drop shipping and stuff, and you ain't got to do nothing.
Baby, you could go to the DoorDash, the Door and the Dash, dig a one, and they making a killing because people don't want to go to the store no more.
Oh, but
I sure didn't. Yesterday, I was like, Big Lots, Dollar General, ordered all this stuff. My shopper went, got it, and dropped it off at my door. Thank you.
Nate, what were you going to say?
Oh, yeah. I know DoorDash, when I was, seasoned when I was working, that's all I did. He would be there. I'd have it on my way and order it. Pew! I got my menu set up for different stores. What do I feel like today? I think I would do the chicken filet.
And you use a DoorDash too?
Oh, what? Man, please. Everywhere but here. In any other state I use it in every state but here.
Why won't you use it why won't you use it in your home area? You think somebody gonna take a fry?
Well, yeah. And I might know them.
Look.
Someone pull up and I'm missing a fry, it's gonna be hell to pay. There's a bite out of my breast strip. Oh, hell.
Or they'll be like, this DJ ain't give me no doggone tip. He ain't getting this food.
And I know you too. Man, please.
So wait a second. I need to address this. We talked about tips. Is it really expected? Like, that's the job you signed up for. So if you feel as though that you don't have enough money, why are you depending on me to give you a tip? I paid for the service.
Man, it's a tipping industry, though. Just like...
Says who? You?
When I did Lyft, I didn't expect it, but those tips are definitely appreciated because what they charge the consumer versus what they pay you, those tips are.
But you signed up for that job.
Yes, I did not expect tips, but baby, like when I say them tips are appreciated, they are. They don't expect it, but they're appreciated. Trust me, they're appreciated. Yeah, I done had a couple people where I would take them somewhere, and this one lady, in fact, two of them tipped me. The one lady, she gave me $20 tip because I ran her all over the place. I was supposed to just be picking her up from one place, taking her home.
Okay, come on.
And then she turned around on the app and tipped me another $30. I was like, thank you. I had another lady.
That's nice, but it's expected. Wait, okay, we get that, but it's expected now. I see, not for you guys, but I'm saying when I went to go get me a nice little cup of what did I get? One of them desserts, as my cousin say. When I went to go drink my morning dessert, nice little coffee with all the whipped cream and stuff. I was like, do you want a tip? Remember, I told you I was upset. I went to the drive-thru. All you did was clocked in, and you asked me, do I want a tip? No, this is high. I don't want a tip. And what did you do for me but take my order?
You had to be the same way with the sandwich place.
Yes, the logo was green.
You're uppity. That tells a lot about you, Mel.
Yeah, because me and Mel's regular
spot. Yeah, I switched over. They started watering it down.
Hey,
they started watering it down.
I go to the original.
What's that? McDonald's?
No, Dunkin'.
Oh, okay. Wait. What? But that. Oh, wait. Now, see, that's not the original. Dunkin' came after Starbucks. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I've been doing it for a long time, but I'm not anymore. Let me say this real quick because we got to get going. For the people who like, because I'll be saying Buc-ee's, the people talking about Starbucks, the people who like Starbucks, before they used to give you points. So you could get some off on your drink, almost like the gas type thing. Well, those points, they do, for every dollar you spend, you get a point. Now, if you spend $5.49, you're only getting 5 points. But guess what I found out? Now they done put a cap on it. So I quit them. They done put a cap on it where you have to have so many points before you can use it. Oh, so yeah, I quit. They got fired. Now, I want to talk about this situation. Wanda Smith. Y'all remember Wanda Smith? Wanda Smith was the radio personality that tried to roast Kat, and Kat got her. I mean, he threw a spick in her and spent her, didn't he?
Oh, Lord.
Well, she is out here saying that her career has completely been destroyed because of Cat Williams. I'm going to say allegedly because I read it somewhere.
Okay. Well,
how can somebody destroy your career?
Listen, that's just like...
fans, like the Beyonce fans, they do not play about... They don't play about her. So the Beehive don't play.
But to destroy her career, were those her people anyway? Was that her community? So if we use Beyonce as an example, that's not her community. She's in the comedy world, but there's a difference between being funny and sitting there having a conversation as we do than doing stand-up comedy. There is a difference, people.
Well, she got into the ring with Mike Tyson in his prime.
Okay.
She had 2 weeks of training. Now she mad that Mike Tyson do what Mike Tyson do. So she got knocked the hell out. And now she mad because everybody laughing at her. You ain't supposed to get in there anyway. He told you when he came to the scene, this is what I don't want to talk about. This is what I don't want to talk about. I seen his interview about that. He told her, we're staying away from these things. What did she do? Let off with those things.
She did lead off with those things. And it wasn't even his interview. He was there for, what's his name? Something Ray?
The tour or something like that?
Yeah, she was off. And it wasn't him. It was not D Ray. It was one of those, the light-skinned one with the freckles. That's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. The one.
yeah. He was there promoting helping his friend. He came with his friend to the interview. Then she went in with stuff that talked him into coming on the show and then led with that. But I feel as though that she had a personal agenda because he said something about Tiffany Haddish, and that's her girl. And so you just listen. One thing you gotta know, just as you said that analogy, getting in the ring, you gotta know who you're getting in the ring with. So if you're getting in the ring with this dude, and now you're saying he destroyed, how did he destroy your career? your career couldn't have been popping because you will have your community just as he has his.
Well, she learned now. Just like, hey, don't touch the stove, it's hot. Well, what's hot? Touch the stove. Go ahead, touch the stove. Won't happen again.
Okay. You said it ain't happening again.
No. Go ahead, touch the stove. Ow! Yeah. That's what I told you.
I think that's a lot of nerve for people to blame other people for
victim mentality.
Is it?
What? Come on.
Her husband, what one of the viewers said, her husband pulled the gun out on this man. And who's the real victim?
Right.
Your husband pulled out a gun on...
Trying to, that's the Will Smith thing. That smells of beta.
Yeah, that just...
But a lot of people didn't know, honestly didn't know her, because I didn't know her until he came on the show. So to me, he kind of helped her career.
Yeah, because I didn't know who she was until you said, the lady who interviewed...
The lady, right. The lady, because that's who she was. You got to see it. What about the child, the 11-year-old child who put the eye out of that assistant principal?
Oh, yeah.
So let me catch the people up who don't know. I'm going to set it up for you. There was an assistant principal who worked at this school, and this child was irate, I guess was attacking another child. The teacher in the classroom, she got all the children out, and she left the room. And the child was in there destroying the room himself. Just tearing up the room, throwing desks and all that stuff. Assistant principal comes in to handle the situation, and she lost her eye. Now, let's push forward a little bit to what I want to say. The parents, I'm going to say allegedly, because I didn't hear them, on there, and did we know how the computers do. The parents wants grace for the child. Now, let me rewind this a little bit. When the assistant principal lost her eye, I don't want to go into the gory stuff, they called the parents to pick the child up. The parents to pick the child up?
No, it should have been the police.
That was grace right there. That was your grace. Your grace is used right there.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? In 10 years, I'm going to be scared to leave my house.
Here's my thing. I said, this is what give grace to their child because he has an IEP. I said, at least your child got an I in his EP.
Exactly.
Like, what is the problem here? And some of these places, and I want the teachers to come on because I see a few of the teachers. It's a hard job. So you don't get paid much. I'm teaching your child. Then I got to fight your child. Listen, that would have been the tap. Go ahead and clock out. That would have been little angel on my shoulder. Go ahead and clock out, Mel. This is it. And these children with behavioral issues, violent behavioral issues, are coming in under the IEP. Now let's look at it this way. You say, okay, they have an IEP. It should be certain like levels to this, a IEP level 1, 2, whatever.
Right.
If you know your child has violent tendencies, why are we allowing this to happen under the IEP? Do you remember the one teacher's assistant that got plummeted and that was on video? Remember that one? And that child is up for the court hearing just came up this year. We was talking about it earlier.
Here's my thing. The teachers have no recourse.
Oh, wait, and the mother want her son to have grace, wants the court to have grace on her child who could have killed that lady.
No.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Because guess what? He got grace to the point that he can do that to her to that day. He's been having grace. I mean, you take whooping and corporal punishment off of these kids. They ain't scared of nothing, and they don't listen. I went to school to be a teacher. And I mean, I'm a big black dude, but I don't even scare them no more. And now these younger kids, in 10 years,
they're horrible.
We won't be able to go outside of our homes. It'll be martial law imposed upon ourselves because we're scared of the children.
Who's scared of the children? I ain't.
Okay.
Maybe because.
Okay. Well, you don't be. Well, tell you what. You going outside. What if you ain't scared? I'm gonna need you to pick me up a couple things and bring them back to my
All
house.
right, I'll bring it to you.
My girl. Cause I'm not. No, listen. Because I know I'd have to lay them down or something like that.
Exactly. And, I'm not opposed to that. Sorry, not sorry.
The issue is us as a society. This could have happened anywhere. Because every school's like that. No teachers have any type of authority.
Right. But you want to know one of the reasons? Because the younger generation started hollering. They don't want nobody to say nothing to their kids in the village.
Right.
It
all stems from rights. You have to have a job in my house to have any say so or anything. My kids can't come in here and dictate nothing. This is my kingdom, and this, that, and that. But when I go out, I treat people accordingly, and my kids treat people accordingly. These kids been bullying their mamas, their grandmothers, and everything else. You think they're gonna come respect me?
Exactly. The mamas and the grandmas need to start putting their foot in their behind, but it's too late.
Well, why is there an issue with saying? Why is there an issue with saying your child is not allowed in my house?
I ain't got no issue with it.
We don't have issues with it, but we're grandparents.
Even let me tell you something. True story. I had a relative that would come to my house. That's my girl. And her boys, I guess they was learning how to go to the bathroom. Well, y'all pissed on my floor. I said, I said, they're not allowed to come to my bathroom no more. Because, see, that's disrespectful. You gonna put the paper towel, pee on my floor, pee on my floor, and the paper towel, you can't put it in the trash can back there. They could go to McDonald's. And I meant that.
Well, the boys go outside.
I don't even want that outside. But still, if you cannot respect, and I was younger, if you can't respect my crib, you got to ride out. And that's where people need to be. And I think that these principals need to back these teachers, honestly, because I'm going to tell you, being in that environment, I was a school nurse. I loved that job. I did. Because I got the opportunity to be with the babies. But I have seen where principals weren't backing the teachers. The teachers was afraid. Teachers was afraid. And some of y'all, I see one that was on there when I was the school nurse, okay? Teachers are afraid of these parents. And the parent comes in and sit at the front office talking about what they're going to do. Why don't we just call the police right now?
We can't.
Why?
Because the principal, it's a state-ran school. And what does the state want to do? See your child succeed? No.
Your child can't succeed, and neither can the other people around your child.
Right, but guess what? You're opening up, you're helping my school-to-prison pipeline. So guess what? Just because I'm trying to read and Nyk is studying, doing all this shade and messing up, disrupting class, so I can't learn. Now I have to find something because I couldn't learn because Nyk is up there messing me up. So guess what? My odds of going to prison increases. And so they thank Nyk and they thank for me and they take Nyk too. It's a state-run school and the state has a game plan. It's just like doctors have a game plan. I'm not going to cure you. I'm going to, do my practice and keep you out of pain. I'm not going to cure you. Same way with the school system. I'm not going to discipline you. I'm going to let you believe everything's all right because I have to fill these prison beds that they're making money from. It's sad. And guess what? We know the issues and we can't stop it.
Let me say this.
It's more than state run because it's state. Anything the government has its finger in don't work. It's not for us. Any of us.
I'm going to tell you this. At this particular time, I was working as a school nurse I get two jobs. A school nurse during the day and a corrections nurse during the night at the county. And this one child was sick. The child was sick, called the parent. The parent gets upset because when I say the child was sick, the child was really, really sick. You have to come pick your child up. And the mother was upset because she got to do what she has to do. And I said, okay. And she was like, well, can't you do your job? I said, this is not a hospital. Your child is sick, and this is my job. I maintain professionalism. I said, you need to come pick your child up. She was like, well, I'm not coming. I said, okay, then I need to do what I need to do. She came up because y'all already know how that goes. Once you call, then it's CPS, the next one. You're refusing to come pick your sick child up. Here's the thing. You don't care about all these other parents leaving their job to come get their child because your child got them sick. But this baby was sick. High fever, projectile vomiting. I mean, so sick that I was calling immediately. This baby needs to go to the hospital. So she was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not coming. Okay. She came. And the secretary said, she was like, oh, this person's here. I said, okay, send her back. Now, she was upset because I said this conversation, because you're not going to call me out my name. I said, this conversation is over. Well, when I hung up the phone, that's what made her come. The fact that I hung up the phone, not the fact that her child was sick. This are people. So she comes. Y'all know me. She didn't. So she was like, well, I'm out here. So the secretary says, oh, so-and-so, they want to speak with her. I said, send her back. So she come back and she brings her child with her. And this is what she said, which really broke my heart that she said this. I was like, oh, this. She's like, I'm a show. I said, oh, I'm glad you can make it. Because, the child was there because he was sick. I said, oh, I'm glad you can make it. Good. And she was like, no, I came to show my son how his mother responds when she feel disrespected.
Step outside.
Baby, no, I stayed there because this is my territory. You came to my house, right? So the other secretary, I called her. She comes, she takes baby. Let's see how this is going to go, which is hilarious. And so she comes up. I'm sitting now. She comes up.
You stand up on her, Mel.
So I stand up. And she was like, you got the wrong one. That's what she said to me. So I'm standing up and I said, you got the right one on the right day. Now, they already called the police. So when the police come, they said, do you want her? Because she swung. Oh, yeah. Listen, so perfect. Let me tell you how perfect it was, because I already know when I leave here where I'm working at. I'm doing intake at the county jail.
Uh-huh. They
came, you want to press charge? I said, yeah. She didn't hit me, though, but she swung. Okay, but I moved. So the police was like, I said, sure do. And then he was like, oh, hey, how you doing, Nurse Ross? I said, hey. She looked. He was like, oh, you coming? I said, I'll see you in a few minutes. Let me do her intake. We meet again.
I know she was sitting there like, oh.
Well, let who meet again. So she was no longer allowed on the premises. But the point that I'm trying to make is, yeah, Bill, that's exactly what that was. What? The point I'm trying to make is, you care more about being, air quotes for the listening audience, disrespected and teaching your son that this is how you respond when you feel disrespected than your child with 103.4 temperature, temporally, up here, not orally. Come on.
Hey,
and you know what?
Like
that right there.
What you say, Nate? Wait, let me hear what Nate had to say.
That smells like a single mom.
You know what? Stop it.
It is. Any guy can tell you in the comments. They'll be like, yep.
But listen, though.
Go ahead.
That type of attitude right there about being disrespected. This is how you respond when you disrespected. That is why we are burying so many of our children now.
Well, I mean.
To gun violence.
Okay. Can I say this? Because I will. It all falls back to no dads. Fathers not being in there. No male role model.
Or saddened that father is not there, so you're taking it out on this child. So here's my thing. So not only did that occur, what also occurred is Child Protective Services definitely needed to be involved, because that's neglect.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know. You won't come and see about your sick child. That's neglect.
Gotcha.
A form of abuse. People look at abuse as just physical, verbal. And to me, there's no telling what this child was exposed to.
What?
The problem that I have is you will neglect your child that is sick to come and prove it. You couldn't make it. when he was sick. But you can make it to say, let me show you this. I'm bobbing my head, bobbing and weaving and swinging my neck for the listening audience. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how to get arrested and pay a court fee that you probably don't have or can afford because you're taking care of your children. How about that? And when you have something to lose, people out there, when you have something to lose, you don't care. When you have something to lose, you watch how you do things. When you don't have anything to lose, you don't care. That's why if you plan on cheating, side note, if you're planning on cheating, cheat with somebody that got something to lose. If you plan on staying in your marriage. Go ahead.
Oh, Mel. I don't think we did that on this show.
Here on Shop Talking Mel, we do not condone cheating.
Yeah, we don't. The compliments of Mel was only for Mel, and this, that, and other. We at the Shop Talk with Mel show do not compliment or.
But Mel has a book out, and it's called How a Wife Becomes the Other Woman, and you can get it on Balboa Press, Barnes & Noble, and Amazon.com for the wonderful rate of $9.99.
Boom, there you go.
All right, go ahead,
Nate. The play was the bomb.
Go ahead, Nate. What you got?
Oh no, I lost it. But I mean, yeah, with that, the masculine energy, the male influence in the house, the getting out of your feelings, because everything we can be, if you boil it down, the broth of everything is feelings. How she feels. She felt disrespected, and she felt this way. But guess what? In all of that, she's actually teaching that son who's going to be someone's boyfriend, baby daddy. I doubt husband. Because he hasn't been around it. And I mean, men come into school, it's like, here's a personal. I had an interview instead of just laying around all day when my wife called me, I'm lazy, which I am. I can't be mad at it. But I earned that right. But off season, I said, here, let me go to the school bus, and I drive a bus for the kids, and they love the kids. And they was giving me scenarios, and I said, well, I'll just have to resort to your SOPs. Standard operating procedures, or whatever the case may be. But the things that you can't do to kids and this, that, and other, the disrespectful and stuff like that, I'm like, man, now, do I want to be in their lives at all? Even for that short, I can touch them in that short ride, wherever they are with me. But am I allowed to? And the system says no.
The system does say no.
Because it feeds the big money prison systems.
Okay, let me read this comment. Let me read one of the viewer comments. These children have no example. This is from Elaine Wood. These children have no examples. The parents and grandparents are why these children are like they are. Now, this is where I want to get to. She had a parent tell her that she was picking on their child that had 4 write-ups in a week from 3 different school teachers.
But she was picking.
These is our babies though, because they could do no wrong. Let me say this. Let me say, to speak to Nate's point on previous shows, these are mothers talking about their sons. The young man with the eye, they put that assistant principal's eye out. Let's keep following that, story, because that's horrific. But her son has an IEP. The young ladies whose son, they said he had these issues and plummeted that assistant teacher. And if he would have killed her. I mean, I saw you. We got video footage of that out there. Mm-hmm. And she said, please ask the court to have mercy on her son.
Her son will do a lot better and learn a lot more. Sad to say, when he goes to prison. He will learn. He's going to learn respect. There's no way he's not going to come out of there not understanding respect. Because in prison, if you go to a male's prison, it is ran off of respect. Disrespect is not tolerated. So the stuff you get away out in the street because the way you feel, there's consequences. And it's sad that they would have to go there to actually find consequences. Because we, as parents, aren't allowed to give kids consequences anymore. They are feeding the prison system. And if you go to a predominantly black school, hey, you the good food. You filet mignon because they want to eat you up immediately. They order you the best top thing on the menu. Public school, oh yeah, they can do no wrong because we got a place on my plate for you. You know, the white schools are like the chitlins and the liver because they don't want them in the prison system. But these state-run schools, if every school in our community except Ursuline and Mooney is ran by the state, why aren't all the schools like Austintown Fitch? Well, I know you're going to break it down to city and taxes.
Okay.
But if the state's running it, the state is more than the city. Why does the city, my city taxes and how many people live here, dictate how you treat or teach children? That's a state fund. It should be state funded.
It should be across the board. I had to pause on that because you have a point. I remember going from Hayes to Volney. I was straight A at Hayes. I got over to Volney and was getting low B's and high C's. What happened? Well, the grading scale was different. Right across town. So I get you on that. I want to speak to this. Okay, this is another viewer. One of the main reasons I stopped coaching Little League football was because of the mothers. They were total buttholes. The kids that had fathers, they were cool. It was just these kids that had mothers in the house. Yep. So there was an issue with the scene. Listen, I seen it. I have.
And it's the moms being the friends and coddling. And that's your nature.
In Little League, you being a friend and coddling?
Please.
But listen,
my baby wants to play. And he's a young baby trying to learn. And having a man without there to show discipline or say, hey, you got to be better. No, I know you can't shoot free throws or you 5'8". You could be in the NBA. I'm like, nah, here's the perfect. I got two grandsons, a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. Now, a 10-year-old, bad in school. And he gets, I'm he's light-skinned, so I keep it down low so y'all can't see the mark. But my 7-year-old, quiet and this, that, and other. I put them on the football field. My 7-year-old is a complete monster.
Is that because that's your grandchild?
No. I can some film. Okay. I'd be proud.
Okay.
But he has to answer to men. My son's down there at the football game at practices. I'm there at practice and football game. You know, his stepdad is there. He has male support, and he has that system where we ain't just coddling his feelings. Because the 10-year-old, I got a whole bunch of stuff for my 7-year-old, and I'm telling my 10-year-old, hey, dude, you don't get nothing for free. You ain't working for it. You up there chasing butterflies on the sideline. Your little brother is in every play. That's why I got him the visor. I got him the rip pad. We got him the nice mouthpiece. Oh, he's sweet. But he has to earn it. And my older grandson has to understand, oh, they don't love him more. No, he earned this.
Okay, and that's what needs to happen. Let me tell you, I'm on the sideline Little League. There was a young man that was there. His dad got him playing football. And me and my homegirl, Yana, we sitting there. We got all our snacks that we bring for our children, but we got extra stuff, you know. We on the sideline in our chairs. True story. We already know, like this young man, he was the guy, he comes up, he's like, yeah, he needs to get in the football 130s or 115s. 130s, he up at the top one. Just starting, he was like, yeah, he with his mom, he need to be playing some football. So we looked at each other. Dad didn't know. Dad back there ready to see the game. Listen, I got up to do something, probably go into the cooler. Dude got hit one time. Let me tell you. They up there, they, blew the whistle. And then finally, this is for the Braves. I'm going to say who it was, not the child. The Braves, they blew the whistle, and then the ref was like, we missing a player. Guess where that player was at? That baby was sitting in my chair. He got hit one time, no lie. Boom, turn. He sat in my chair, had his leg crossed with his New Bethel Brave uniform on. The dad was so mad. We laughed because the coach looking around like, who we missing? I was like, That was not his ministry. It was the funniest thing ever because he had to be like about 10, 11. So the dad got really upset and then he wanted to drag him off. No, this is not what he wants to do. We saw it, but dad was pushing him into doing something to kind of make him more, air quotes for the listening audience, masculine. So I asked the question, is that okay with you?
Yeah. My oldest grandson, we don't quit. You started. You finish it. Now, if I could come and watch him sit on the bench all year, he's going to go to practice, and he's going to this, that, and other, and he's going to watch his brother get the accolades and stuff. He's not going to quit. Because as soon as he can quit and do what he wants to, he'll do it for everything. And that little boy that came and sat in your seat said, this is what he said, I ain't got to put up with this. My mama, I can be home with my mom.
Let me tell you, here's
That's exactly what you're showing me.
Here's what I have to actually tell you guys. He never got in the game and never played. He always was on the bench. When Coach John, when he told him to come in the game, he actually was like, me? He was shocked. We all was shocked. So we're like, yay! When he got in that game and he got stuck, one time, listen, he got off that ground so fast, though, that's what happened. He got off the ground so fast and he grabbed that seat that they was like, oh, wait, we missing a player. And everybody had gotten hurt, so he was stuck in. And his dad was finally proud. That was a proud moment for his dad.
Because my son stuck in there. He faced his fears. He stuck in there, and this, that, and other.
Did he?
Quit. Even if he don't play, because guess what? He's still around other boys pretending to be men.
The baby said, the baby was in my chair. I was standing up. I had needed my seat back.
I got you. Get him out the seat and get him in the game. Face your fears.
I just want to say one thing to these parents. Please know if your children want to play sports. Because if your child don't want to play sports, do not make them. Don't make them. Don't push them. If that's not what they want to do, then don't do it.
Which lets me add to that, is that what the issue is? Because here we are with the mothers. Because see, like me, I was like, his dad is the one that wanted him to play. This baby didn't even want to play, clearly. And you saw the end result. So me and Nyk as females are like, why are you even here? Where you're like, at least he in the game. Here you go.
Camaraderie. He's around boys his age.
Okay.
There's going to be a pecking order. Now, if he don't start this, that, and other, he's still going to have to run the laps at practice. He's still going to have to practice. And he's not in his room playing his video game. So you can't have him. If he don't want to play, he can stay home. That's exactly how you sound to me, Nyk. Well, if he don't want to play, hey, listen, you got to get out here and do something. Sitting around.
Yeah, I ain't saying just stay home, but if football's not what he want to do.
Okay, guess what? If football's not available, it's track, basketball, volleyball, something. Okay.
They might like something else.
Well, here's the thing. If you said choose your sport, I can agree with you. But if he don't want to play, you worried about this boy's feelings. Just like the off subject, but it's relevant. It's just like, well, he's 6. He should know what sex he wants to be. Let him chop it off. He feels like a sheep.
Okay, let me speak. I see fathers commenting. I got to get a fathers. They just do. Okay, here's a father. That's the issue. You never know if you like it until you try it. Don't quit. Okay, here's another father and coach. See, I'm with you. Listen, you have mothers having false hope for these children. Half of them is playing on the little league team and is not going to be playing in high school. So you have those. Then you also have, what is this talking about? A lot of children squirting water playing on the sideline.
That's my oldest grandson. Yeah.
That's him. Okay, so we know that with team building comes responsibility. We understand. I will say football, I got to say that with football, not that because I like the Steelers like that, but when you're dealing with football, you solely depend on other people. So there's your team building. And it does build responsibility because while you bird watching, your dude just got hit and y'all lost the game. You know what I mean? Quarterback sacked. Whatever it's team building and it is responsibility, and there's a difference between play and I understand little league. So you got to know going in when you put your child in little league that yes, they are playing football, but they're also learning at the same time. and it's not just on the playground shooting water guns.
Here's my thing. My grandson had a choice. He wanted to sign up. We don't quit. If you signing up, you going through. So next year, when hey, I want to play football, and he says no, okay.
See that's me.
That.
Decisions.
But guess what? You're going to play now because you signed the contract, and I bought you new cleats, and I didn't win my pocket, so you owe me.
You say you. Let me go to the next comment. Jimmy Jam said, I agree with Nick. Don't force a child into a sport that they don't want to be in. Find out what the child's interests are. It might be music or acting. The arts.
Thank you. That's all we're saying. Don't force the child to do something they don't want to do. You find out what it is they like. Your older grandson might not like football. He might like basketball. He might like soccer or volleyball. Find out.
But I do agree with both of you guys. I agree with Nate though. If you choose, you made a decision. You can't quit. I was like that with mine. Whatever it is that you want to do, you got to ride it out. There's no quitting in the middle. Oh, okay, they won't be back. Oh, absolutely not. You made a decision.
My grandkids, if they're not taken by their mom, they're taken by their uncle or me. They don't miss practice. Guess what? If you don't play in the game, my oldest, he's running laps. One of the faster kids. He's doing everything that they do in that practice. He's eating all the broccoli. And then it's game time and he ain't getting no dessert. That's on him. But he's sitting at that table.
Okay.
He was the one that initiated wanting to go.
The decision.
It was his decision. The little one came up and said, I want to do it too. But I like it because they're around men. They're learning men a pecking order. And they can't be all in you. Well, I don't feel like I should be playing offensive guard. Listen, you the offensive guard, and that's just it. You 600 pounds, and you're 12. So, this is where we're putting you, and you're going to learn this. There's discipline. There's so much in that. Any sport. But you got to hang in there. Through the good and the bad, through the ugly and everything. I didn't really blow up in my sports. I thought I was good all the way through. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't given a chance until mid-senior season. They had their agenda.
And you got a scholarship? See, that's the thing with the agendas.
I was good. And I believe that I could have started my sophomore year in varsity. But with the adversity and what we had going on at that
But you got your picks. They have their people, and this is, the politics in between the school system and the sports world. Let me say this.
Played all 4 years.
Okay, let me say this. That I was looking at one of the viewers, and they said when you went to church, Grandma said you gonna pick something. I have to say, with church, there was no option.
Oh, so what was it different in sports? Oh, you got to be on the praise team, and you got to be.
You got to be figure out what you gonna do.
Give that same energy when it comes to sports, because Grandma wasn't playing. Listen, you on the usher board committee, and you got to be standing there. And when they do like this, that means they need what's that? The pamphlet? What they call them?
What, a hymn or the program?
Program. This means the program, and you stand there like that. Grandma is stand there at attention, and you don't look, and you don't be sniffling, and you don't be talking at people. Oh, Grandma showed the right energy there. But now, let him get on the field. But no, he doesn't feel like. But guess what? He don't feel like being the usher on the children's usher board either. But
we had, but you wanted to do like that. Those were your friends. People. I don't know too many people that grew up in the church and they are still not. That's like family.
Well, yeah, you're right. But all I was saying is, Grandma and Mom give that same energy when he's on that football field as you do if he's at the usher board. What is it, second Sunday with the kids?
Listen, I had to speak to Bill Corbett on that one because, honestly, he said grandma, not mom.
Yeah, moms ain't going to church.
Listen, and that's an interesting point. Grandma said this is what you was going to do. My cousins, they played football. I guess they on Saturday. Guess who went to church with they dirty football wearing clothes? Leotis, Mort, Troy, all of them was filthy. But y'all went out there and y'all played football. I told y'all don't get dirty because we got church more. They went there, went to Tri-Stone Missionary Baptist Church with grass stains on their clothes. But we all had to go. And there is a difference too because it was 23. I got 23 first cousins. A lot of people don't know that. First cousins.
Child,
There's a lot of fornicate in your family.
No, that's not right. You was about to be one. Quit playing.
Oh,
but
I'm on the cusp.
But 23 first cousins. And guess what? We all, the younger ones from Farrell, they weren't there, but Seth was there. We had to be at my grandmother's house on the weekend. And now I'm sitting there looking at it, it was like, that was kind of cool because our parents was free for the weekend. But we got together and we were so close. Where now they won't even go to the family reunions. Like, tell me, oh, I'm gonna be busy. What do you mean? There should be something should. You don't have a choice in this. This is happening.
You're right, but and guess what? When y'all was up under Grandma's roof in her authority, there was a pecking order, and you didn't do certain things a certain way, and this, that, and other. She helped raise and bond you. You guys have a team connection. Just like that little boy on the team who don't want to play, he still has a connection. He's under an authority. And that's going to make him a better man. Because you got to understand that you're raising someone's husband or father.
Well, we're not thinking that far in advance.
No,
but I will tell you. So when I bring up people raised in church, being raised in church as family, same as like in these young sports, Little League. It's now a family. So now y'all have that family bond. And it's like you remember that person. And that's probably why I hear people say, oh, that's my boy. We played Little League together. And I'm like, Little League? That was what?
Dude, listen. I remember.
You can't date him because that was my boy when we played Little League?
I remember for the Northside Knights, we played the Sons of Thunder. And the first time I seen Diallo Anderson, I thought a grown man was on the field. I'm like, he can't be on a 105. This dude was so big and so strong. But they beat us, but we handled him. But I remember that. That was 40 years ago. You
remember Diallo, right? You remember him, though.
Hell yeah. But
From Little League.
From Little League. But as you hear how men talk about high school and what we did in high school like it was yesterday.
Yeah, yes.
I got memory. I remember Fred Harrison ran was a half track away in track and stepped somebody and won the race on the relay. That was great. Eighth grade. Like it was yesterday. I mean, me and Mark Gregory get to talking together. I had the record in the hurdles because he nipped that last hurdle and I heard it. I lunged, so I got him by a second or so. So you're building. I wouldn't have memories if I sat in my room and played games all day. I wouldn't have friends.
You wouldn't have you. Yeah, you are right. So we need to get them back outside. They need to get back outside. I love this point. Maybe they won't kill each other when they get older if they learn togetherness.
Listen, even in politics, there should be no politician in office that didn't play a team sport.
I agree.
All the politicians we got talk about me. No one has the vision of a team. And the ones that do to get in our local stuff, they're governed by the guys who's like, no, we don't have to care about the people. We just want to generate this money by taxing them in this.
Well, most people that were in politics, and I say were because I see that Kamala has her running mate as a coach, Waltz. That's who she's run. He's on the ticket with Kamala.
Okay.
So it's like he's a coach. So you kind of get the togetherness. But you also have Kamala, and I want to talk politics, who there's togetherness. Even her being a part of, the Divine Nine. So there's team. It's a team building.
Well, here, let's go down the list as far as I know. I came up when
and the reason I say that is because Cornell Stevens says it right here. I appreciate that one. I didn't even see you wrote that. The football team is like a sorority or fraternity. Brothers in battle.
You battled on the field. Cornell, you wore the Eastside jersey. You know what it stands for. You can't just like Eastside. Let that Snoop song come on. Eastsiders community. All the Eastsiders.
Y'all do come out and play, yeah. when they used to play that, especially at the back to school jams, or the Union Hall, I'm taking y'all back. Every time they played that song, if you weren't from the East Side, you just move back and let the East Side do their thing.
We coming. Cause we coming. East Siders. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get a dance.
Let me do my thing, but I want to speak to this point. Bill said that maybe they won't, and I read it to you guys, maybe they won't kill each other when they get older if they learn togetherness. There are so many people that we grew up with that were in different opposing gangs, for the air quotes, or different crews, but they made sure they protected the other one. Like, we ain't in the same crew, but it ain't going that way. So it does hurt when you do have someone who kills someone that they grew up with, and you be like, what? Like, you gotta have that bond. Like, come on.
Well, a lot of them don't have the bond nowadays, and they're feeling based. They don't know how to handle their emotions. At this moment, I'm mad, so I'm going to shoot. And the funny part is that bond, I'll show you that bond. Me and Nyk don't like each other, and we're both from Youngstown. Let us be out of town and see each other. What is it?
That's a good example. Even though I love the example.
Like each other in town, but like me in Cornell or somebody, we don't have to like each other in the hood. But if I see him down in Columbus and I'm down in Columbus,
it's y'all against them, us against them.
All right, I got you.
I ain't gonna lie. That's how I was at home. Pharaoh against Sharon. We couldn't stand each other. But let y'all come over.
Let Youngstown come.
Warren or even Newcastle.
And what?
Listen, Pharaoh and Sharon got together like what? This our territory with y'all.
Yeah.
That is so interesting. That is so interesting. But we even do that, honestly, with people that we don't know just by the color of our skin.
Well, yeah.
It's just, it's a known fact.
But here's the thing. Black people got a certain, secret language, and ain't so secret. Because if you out and I'm out,
you already know. What was that down south, the hat throw? Remember that?
Yeah.
That's a prime example.
That's biblical now.
Like, that was a prime example. And the weird part to me is, how do you think that we are going to watch you jump this guy and not say anything or do anything? Shout out to the Rudolph boy that jumped off the doggone boat and climbed over there. Look, swam over there, not climbed. And climbed up on the bank. Do you know how hard? That's an athlete.
Yeah.
Fully clothed.
That was no pool he was in. That was deep. And that, the current, that dude, yeah.
You said that's the anthem?
Bam. Hey,
yeah, that's the anthem. That in the chair.
Listen.
It's an anonymous chair now.
And fold.
Listen.
Any white person that gets bold.
You'll get the chair that folds.
Right, yeah.
But listen, do you know how much them chairs cost now? $19.99.
They raised the price of the chair.
They done raised the price right now. I was like, just go get a folding chair. With somebody I knew, they had just relocated and their stuff is, in the storage getting brought down. I said, well, go grab a folding chair because it was like $4. $19.98. Quit playing.
You understand that the man, tragedy is what they look for. Oh, there's a hurricane here. Okay, let's go buy the land and rebuild it. What did he say? Let's go down to Haiti. An earthquake in Haiti. Let's go down to Haiti and buy all the land and rebuild Haiti with no
capitalizing on mishaps.
The Negroes really like these cheers. They're making the earrings and anything. Jack the price up. Them niggers are buying.
Let's capitalize on destruction or like tragedy. Capitalizing off a tragedy.
Yes. Hey, listen. I get a shirt press, and the people that die, if I go around to LA Black and say, hey, listen, I could do something for y'all shirts. Press. It's sad, but you can make, there's money out of it.
I'm going to tell you what's sad. This is what's sad. What's sad that anything that we promote or create, and I love this because Bill wrote it, increases in value, and we don't see the value.
No, it's we're taking out of the loop.
See,
Place that
opportunity. You got to get in where you fit in.
Here's a personal. As a photographer, when I go out and do my thing, those little printers I got, I was making moolah. I mean, dope money with them things at a time. Well, Instagram came and really messed up the instant photography game. But the powers that be stopped making them. No, you're not. They're not industrial. Blah blah blah. They made them for home use, so you can take pictures and print them out for yourself. But they see us, the club photographers, running these things, and they see the money. Why are these people buying so much ink and stuff like that? They discontinued it, not replaced it.
So why didn't you create one?
Because to create a printer and this, that, and other, first of all, you have to have the money, the know-how, and everything like that.
Okay, but watch this, see. And I get that part of it. You make your money, or you know someone, you go to an investor and say, hey, how about investing in this? See, when you say the powers that be and no, we can't, we have to stop waiting for other people to do in order for us to thrive. Create your reality. If this is something that you want, and I'm not speaking just to you, just to the listening audience out there. If it's something that you want and you feel like you're hindered, now it's time for you to do what you need to do to make that happen. That's why I said opportunity. As soon as that window comes, boom.
Listen, I can send you over the paperwork. I had a design and stuff like that. For the design, not even built, I need $7,000. So let's put my Cash App in and say, you don't
even have to do that. See, you don't have to do that. See, an investor, you needed $7,000. I would have invested in something like that.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just saying that as the example. I got you. I got you. But what I'm saying is the GoFundMe and the sadness, sad faces, I get it. You have so many people to say, hey, I need this. I need that. Can you invest? Can you invest in a food truck for me? I donated. Absolutely. And you do want to know, hey, whatever happened to that? And then when you see it happening, you're like, yay. And you know that you've invested in that. Not that you wanted anything back. It's just, I want to help you achieve your goals. And are you really achieving your goals? So you do have people that side eye, because some people are just paying their rent like everybody else. Like we all out here trying to make it happen. I'm trying to help you achieve your goals or your dream come true, trying to help your dream. And you're doing what I'm doing. So now you took my money and I'm feeling some type of way when I could have just gave my money to my neighbor that I know who got some issues. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. I lost it. I moved.
No, don't come to me with no stick figure drawing talking about I want you to invest in nothing either.
And then we all can. I'm telling you, Chitlins is on the way back, girl.
Chitlins ain't never left, but you see what? You see what's happening, right? The people taking the chitlins out the bucket. The people taking, and y'all know when I say that, the people's taking the chitlins out the bucket and put it in the pot. Nobody taught them. You got to clean these if you want to come this way. You go, listen, you align yourself with what you are trying to do, with people that are doing what you're trying to do. Align yourself. Be inspired. Hey, I like these chitlins. These black people eating these chitlins. Hey, do you eat chitlins? I do. Am I doing this right? Well, how should I season this? What do I need? Do I need a mint leaf up in this mug? A bay leaf or whatever? You know what I mean? So you have to.
Why does mine not smell like yours?
You got to clean it. Align yourself with what you're trying to do. That's what you got to do. Align yourself with people that are doing or have done what you're trying to do. That's my point.
And it's crazy, like you were saying, like they capitalized on the chairs. Now they used to be $4, now they're $19. Same thing with chitlins. Those were the scraps that we were given, and now all of a sudden, look how much they cost per pound and stuff like that.
I'm gonna do you.
It started out being scrap because we weren't good enough.
I'm gonna do you one better. The chicken wing. That was the scrap. Mm-hmm. You got less meat on the chicken wing. It was like, here, you can have a wing, but we got all this. Now they got a shortage. Your old girl that bought all the chicken wings, $1.5 million. But she knew the value in the chicken wing now.
Yeah.
But now That's the thing. Chicken wings. Everybody want wings. I'll take the wing. I'll take the wing. They don't want the meat. They don't want that dog meat.
I ordered some wings the other day, and they came, and I was mad because it wasn't not nan flat in there. I said never again.
Oh, you
I
want?
hate you. I'm a
You
flex
want?
man.
Oh, y'all want less meat. Less meat from the less meat.
The only reason I'm with the woman I'm with because she do drums. I'm like, cool, we can.
I used to do all drums, but now give me them flats. I mean, I'm gonna eat both, but I'd rather have flats now. But
Hey,
there was not one
I
flat.
feel about flats and drums the same way I feel about toilet paper. You're retarded if you don't do your toilet paper under, and if you don't eat flats. I am flats and under. I'm under flats.
You're under flats, but you're paying steak prices for these wings. That's what Cornell said, and he's right. Chicken wings cost a lot. They're capitalizing on that.
Yeah, there's no more wing nights at bars anymore.
What was it, 10 cents?
10 cent wing night. Yeah, 10 cent a wing, man, please.
But that lunch lady that took all the wings, that's why we had that shortage, remember?
Clean.
You hear me?
It's an artwork.
The lunch lady, yeah, I remember that.
The 1.5 million, she done took all the wings from the people. That's why we had a shortage. But it was strange. It was strange, though, because we had that shortage on wings and not the other part of the chicken. We had all that, like, huh?
Well, the thighs and the legs. Where's all the rest of it? Yeah.
But the shortage on the wings, though.
You got two, yeah.
And that's crazy because the wings went up, steak, like you said, steak definitely went down because I went to the grocery store and I was like, wait a minute.
Careful.
Is this a porterhouse? And it said $7.93 and I was picking it up, making sure. I was like, oh,
50 cent wings. I thought, well, it went from 10, then we had the 25-cent wing night, now 50-cent wings.
Uh-huh.
And it's a ding. It's not even a wing, is it? Cornell, is it a ding? 50 cent for a ding?
Uh-huh. Yeah, but I mean, now they don't even do them at all.
That's crazy.
Every wing is $1. They pretty much charge $1 per wing. Ding. Wing ding.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to cook at the house.
Wing ding. Exactly.
I'm going to cook at the house and call it a day.
Yeah.
Now tell me this. The Aaliyah. If Aaliyah was with us today, where do you think she would be?
Beyonce.
How could she be Beyonce? She's Aaliyah.
That's the position.
You in this status, that
Be in that status and position. Beyonce followed her. You know, she was the one doing movies. She was the one. And when she moved out the way, that's when Beyonce came in. Did movies with yeah, baby. What's the movie? I think she did a couple of Dreamgirls. She was already Dreamgirls, but I liked her best in Cadillac Records.
You talking about Austin? Was that an Austin Powers rendition that you was doing? I'm like, was that a?
It worked. You knew what I was talking about, and that's communication. But yeah,
okay. I'm glad to see Sierra's back out there.
Yeah.
Because I did see, I saw Russell at the preseason game. It broke my heart.
I'm scared for us. I'm kind of scared for us.
Right, with that, I was like, what's happening? So I see she back out there doing her stuff. I said, yeah, you're going to have to come up with the money. And
you think she's going to get the same love as Kelsey and what's the girl, the white girl with no butt? They keep every time. Taylor's
fan base is different because if that was the case, him and Sierra been married for a minute, and I mean, it wasn't.
You see how every time Kelsey touched the ball, they go up in the booth and show pictures of her.
Sierra doing her own thing. Sierra's a bad girl.
Yeah, she is.
And I do like Nia. I saw Nia put on there that Aaliyah and would be probably where Sierra was at, but Aaliyah and Sierra kind of have that same vibe. Sierra after Aaliyah. Let's be honest here, because she was just like smooth and suave. So I get that. Aaliyah, I think Aaliyah would have did that.
I can see that, but
a lot more movies.
But I think that Aaliyah would be at a very much higher plateau. She'd have the Aaliyahs instead of the B's. I don't think the B's would be there. It would be Aaliyahs or something. They'll come up with some name. You know how those Negroes are with their clever names.
You hear he crazy. He talking about they got look. The mother was what they got the Swifties. That's not us.
No.
You say he's so stupid. We'll come up with a name. We'll come up with a game, right? And we'll have a good time at it.
That part.
It will stick.
Most memorable moments. And definitely can remember. I think Aaliyah would be that chick though. And when you look at her, even her interviews, just so calming. She just had a calm spirit, just good energy, just off of her. It just exuded. You could see it off the TV. It was like just a cool chick.
And men liked her. She was way more smashable.
She was that regular, air quotes for the listening audience, black girl, just pretty.
And way more smashable than the Bee.
Now, why would you?
I'm telling you from the man point of view.
Okay, I'm like, elaborate, please.
Yeah, I need to know what you're talking about.
The man's point of view is, if you had Aaliyah in front of you and Beyonce in front of you, every dude is probably going to go after Aaliyah.
I get it.
And guess what? The comments, I can't see them, but I'm pretty sure the comments will agree with Nate.
Because she
was.
Okay,
fellas, listen. Let me put this up here.
Come after me, but Aaliyah is much. She's very pretty.
Her style,
Beyonce is okay, you know.
She had a better energy.
Okay.
What the comments saying, man? What the comments?
I'm about to tell y'all, fellas, in the comments. Pre-marriage for the guys that's out there. Well, I don't want no problems. I don't want them wives and their feelings. Let me do my preface. I don't want the guys getting in trouble if you dating somebody, all that extra stuff. Right now, if you had an option to smash Aaliyah or Beyonce, who's more smashable? In Nate words, who's more smashable? Would it be Aaliyah or Beyonce? And I put the number down there for you guys. You could call in. You can even text if you don't want to be in trouble. You could text, and I'm checking them out. I got them over there checking the text out. So, Aaliyah or Beyonce, who's more smashable? No disrespect intended.
All in fun. It's all in jest.
Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Aaliyah. A.
Everybody go say it.
No, I'm looking at these texts in there. A. Talk about be all right, but A. Oh, they coming through. Okay, Aaliyah.
To come back to your original question, Aaliyah would be that one.
Yes. Okay. Give me Aaliyah over Beyonce any day. Aaliyah. Okay.
Me being right all the time is kind of a curse.
I'm growing into it. Right on time.
I'm growing into it.
You know what? I think it boils down to what somebody said in the comments. They said the girl next door. Aaliyah. That's the girl next door, just chilling. See, and you know what? It seems that not knowing her personally.
Her energy.
It's her energy.
And guess what? I know when guys... Hey, thanks, man. Because it joys me. I feel a joy in knowing that the people say that I'm right. Yes, I'm so shallow.
Very.
Okay. Now, people have their vibes and all that stuff. I think that what Bill was saying, that if Aaliyah was still with us, she definitely would have been doing more movies. Mm-hmm. Big time. Now, I will say Aaliyah's a better actress. Off of that one, what was it, Romeo Must Die? That's when she first started.
Queen of the Damned.
Queen of the Damned was good.
That was good.
That was that right there.
Beyonce for Cadillac Records. That's the only one.
And see, guess what though? Watch this. Cadillac Records was in her field. It's music.
Right.
So it was easy to do it. But yeah, I can say that.
I'm going to give Beyonce the edge, the small one.
Okay.
You got to take the picture at the line. Her nose was bigger, so she won the race. But I'm giving actress to Beyonce.
It ain't the nose, it's the torso.
No, it's the head. That's why they lean forward.
No, it's the torso. That's why they lean forward.
Whatever.
Check it out. I already know. I know. That I know, but you look it up.
$1 to a donut. You want to bet $1 to a donut?
Okay, make sure it's a cream stick. Maple.
Brothers don't eat cream filled donuts. I eat my hot dogs from the side. I don't eat. Brothers don't. No.
You know what? I never thought about that until now.
Brothers better not be eating no cream filled donuts. Don't eat no cream. Brothers don't. Hey, Ask them. Brothers better not be eating cream-filled donuts. Oh, that's a good donut.
That's a mess. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now watch this. Everybody that's listening, we're going to go to the cookout on Monday and see who is eating the hot dog from the side. And we're going to see, do they break the hot dog or do they eat the hot dog the regular way? See, you're messing up the whole food. You're messing up the whole food experience.
Hey,
and I'm going to be sitting there like,
I don't make rules. You're going to look at a guy different if he takes his hot dog and says,
I see plenty of them eat their hot dog like that.
But
dawned on me until
now it's different. Just like the hand-holding thing. After I tell it to you, I ruin it. You look at everyone like that.
I want you guys to look it up. In racist, it's the torso. Go ahead and look it up.
Cornell.
Yeah, we're Cornell. That's our guy. That's our research guy. Yeah, Cornell. But it is. Just for the other people that's sitting there like, oh, you're going to be last. It's the torso.
Okay, well, anyway.
Go ahead.
Cream-filled donuts, no. Hot dogs, no.
So, let me ask you this, man.
Okay.
The man that you are.
Okay.
When you're at a cookout,
Uh-huh.
do you watch women eat hot dogs?
I don't go to do it, but I mean, it doesn't seem out of place. And like, the cereal.
Well, it don't seem out of place for a man either then. You just eat the doggone? No.
Okay.
I asked the man, so.
Here's a classroom. Let's do it. Everyone show how you eat a hot dog. Mel?
No, I'm not.
Exactly. That's why you.
No, listen, I would have until you brought that up. Now you got me.
Right.
Now you got me thinking like, wait, who's doing that?
Changed your life forever. You'll probably be eating a hot dog under you. You'll probably be take a piece of paper and be like.
Hot dog the same way.
Hey, guess what?
That's why you with man folk cat. They like the way you eat that hot dog.
I don't even like eating hot dogs. I actually.
Hey, here's a Nyk the Agitator tip. Woman, if you're looking for a man, keep a cream-filled donut on you. The guy you like, just eat it around you.
Now see, dude said it's a beautiful thing that it's a beautiful thing and the hot dog hit different when a woman eats
now
it.
Y'all gonna make me not want to eat a hot dog around people because
you'll get the man you desire. Especially if you get a cream-filled donut. Not the circle ones. The sticks.
Okay, circle. Ladies, get the circles and just tear it.
Yeah, you'll get proposed to.
Only Nate. Leave it up to Nate to bring some stuff like that.
Let me ask you this. Do you have, okay, let me ask this. Do you have the same thought when you see a woman smoking a cigar?
No.
Why?
Because I can't get around smoking a cigar sideways.
No, I said if you see a female smoking a cigar.
A woman.
I think it's sexy.
What's sexy about it?
It's a flavor. Because there's a whole vibe behind a cigar. And I didn't smoke anything. My best friend Fred Harrison got me into smoking cigars, first of all. And I was opposed to it and this, that, and other until I started found a stick that I liked. And then I started going out to the cigar vibe, shout out, and stuff like that. And it's a vibe. It's just being amongst people. We get around and talk about cigars. Like, yeah, this one was made in Argentina, and the leaves were cut differently, and it's a whole thing about it. And I enjoy it, and it's calming to me. I've never smoked marijuana. I've never smoked weed. I've never done anything like that.
You know what's interesting? What's interesting about that? My son, who never smoked nothing, he smoked cigars. Now watch this. Not today. Back in 2016. Yeah. And he was in there with his peeps, and I was like, and then we saw a cousin. She's like, I see him. What he doing over there? Young. That's my young one.
He did it way back then, but now it's the in thing to do because you get a lot of them. But to see a woman sitting there, a cigar, you like, ooh. I guess it will.
Well, okay, wait, Nyk, I gotta hear it.
Hot dog-ish. I remember because I seen this girl and she had a huge one, and it was girthy and long. I was like, oh, no, I don't want to talk to her. I said,
we're talking cigars, right? We're talking cigars, though, right?
Right. When I seen her cigar, I said, I can't waste her time. It'll be a waste of my time and hers.
See? So the thoughts, that thought would have to be there.
Well, I mean, shoot, when ain't the thoughts there for a man? The pastor tell you, men think about sex every 7 seconds. Some sexual go by and pass our high every 7 seconds. It's that important to us. So, I mean, yeah.
But
we all have a meter of perversion. It depends on where your meter is. You know, certain things, but that's on somebody else's meter. You know, Cornell, midget bestiality. That's not my thing. So, I mean, go ahead. No. I'm just joking, Cornell.
Wait, Nick asked you, why would it be a waste of your time?
Why would it be a waste of your time and hers?
Because the cigar was girthy and long.
Oh, so in other words, you saying you're...
No, I'm just girthy.
Oh, okay.
Why? See, you got people... Look, Nick let you walk right into that, telling people all your personal business. That's a mess. Look at her, she laughing. That's a hot mess.
Hey, I do hope you understand that big cigar that was girthy and large still has BDRs, though. You're still gonna have a BDR with that. So
it's a cigar.
Well, she missed it. I got it. Okay, we got it. It went over. She asked the question and it went all the way over.
She tried to switch it up. She's smart.
Whatever. Anyway.
So women need to go back to smoking Virginia Slims.
Women ain't going back to smoking nothing.
Because I thought it was a turnoff. I thought that was a turnoff. Like, what was that called? The alligator woman? Ain't that what y'all call the alligator woman?
I don't know.
The smokers.
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
I think cigarettes is but I can't judge them like as harshly as I do because now I smoke cigars on occasion.
Okay.
I have a friend who cannot, she hated when we smoked cigarettes around her, but she will smoke a cigar.
All right, let's cut into this one. Let's cut into this one. Man says, if there's a such thing as woman's intuition and y'all ladies feel it and know when your man is cheating, why don't you know when your man is unhappy? Go, Nick.
Nick, this is all you.
Sometimes we know and just don't give a damn. How about that?
I agree.
We don't give a damn.
I agree. It doesn't register with your feelings. That's not important. What's important to me is I feel like he's cheating. Well, did you feel like he was unhappy? That's different, though. That's different.
Listen, she said it. She just don't care. So you don't care about your man's feelings, but then when he actually leaves, then you care?
Yeah, well, man's always wrong. He's never, ever, ever right. You have a story that makes him the villain in everything that you come up with.
See, I don't think that's true.
And he was praising the Lord, and he broke out and the Spirit touched him. And I know he was showing out because Sophia was sitting in the third row behind him. What? You got that story? The Lord was talking to him, and he was catching the Holy Ghost. And I know he was just showing out for Sophia and Ola. They was both looking at him and whispering.
He said Sophia. Oh, he brought the
old names. But here's what's interesting. Listen, I saw the slip under them dresses, okay, with the little lace at the bottom with those names. Satin with the lace at the bottom. I saw the slips. He was like Opa and Sophia. Listen,
we're the villain in every story.
The dragon lady. Thank you. Don't be a dragon lady. Thank you. Because I was like, what was that? The alligator woman? The dragon lady. The video had the alligator woman smoking. Here's the thing. I do have a girlfriend who, we want a God-fearing man. We write everything that we want down. And the man was too God-fearing.
Watch this. And the next man she end up with just got out of prison and got tattoos and smoked weed. Watch. I got money on it. That girl who said needed a God-fearing man.
Well, no, let me see. We're going a different direction. So if you dated that type of person, now you're like, you know what? I want something different. I want a God-fearing man. And here's the thing. This is what's funny. Because the complaint is he sends scriptures every morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. He was too Ned Flanderish for you.
Too God-fearing. Like, there's no such thing. I'm just saying that.
Oakley Dokley.
Right.
Did he say Oakley Dokley? But I mean, that's what she wanted. And when she got
Listen, we do want different things. We do want different things. But it has to be a balance. So I guess when we ask for things, specifically, we better say with a balance. We got to add that. And Lord, with a balance. Because I'm trying to get sexy and you send me a Bible scripture. If I send you a picture of me and you send me back a picture of a Bible scripture, that ain't gonna work.
Well, there's a way he can do it. If he opened the Bible up to the book of Mark, then he lay his member between it and say, snap!
You know what?
That's funny.
I'm trying to help him.
If he lay his bookmarker, if he lay his bookmarker right there.
Right. He put his bookmarker in the book of Mark, chapters verses 16 through 19. Bam!
And then you gonna get ED, it ain't gonna work again. Because you playing with God.
You see that? There's no pleasing you. That's my point right there. And then you're gonna do this. You can be.
You put your member in the Bible, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Really?
Jesus himself can say, I love you and I want to marry you and take care of you. You be like, yeah, but you be wearing them sandals everywhere. Nah.
Don't wear them sandals on your next interview.
Yeah, see, that's how y'all are. There's no pleasing you. So, I mean, we're always
talking about putting your member in the Bible, though.
She want a God-fearing man. Did she want pictures? Did she want Tupac, Pastor Tupac, Priest Tupac? She wanted the thug.
Listen, you gotta have a Reverend Tupac.
See, there's no pleasing.
Gotta have a Reverend Tupac.
Yeah. She wants a Reverend Tupac with a 6-pack and make 8 figures. Yeah, I know.
Have a 6-pack.
But guess what? Then she's gonna be mad because his sermon was too good, and Sophia and them be giggling and praising him too much. His word. You said a word, Pastor. Why is she saying that? You just be showing out. Nigga, I just can't win. I mean, there's no winning. And once men realize we can't win, this is like, hey, this is who I am. Take it. Take it. Or leave it. I mean, it's your choice.
That's what I say.
Everything is about your happiness. Because guess what? Judge Mathis said, hey, babe, this is who I am. They're offering me big money. I need to take it. I got to work. You can have the trips. You can come on and sing with me. Now, I feel this way. So Judge said, okay, well, baby, if you feel this way, I love you enough to throw away this $40 million a year so I can make you feel better and stay home so we can watch TV together and do whatever it is. But it's her feelings that dictate it. And if she's that important to that guy, he follows her feelings. He follows her feelings. But guess what? After we start following y'all, then y'all be like, yeah.
Let me say this. Let me say this to the Bible banger over there that didn't even know he was a Bible banger.
Who?
You. Listen, he said, y'all gotta check Bible bangers. I know the Bible bangers like, what? What you said and what book you said to go to and the verses. Y'all look that up.
I was just.
I know you were, but let me tell you, it's so crazy because when I say crazy, bananas, I'm using it. It starts with listen to me. Now y'all go ahead.
Yes. Come on over, ladies.
Listen, we be joking with you, calling you Bishop, but baby, y'all read that, y'all gonna crack up. Read that, cause listen, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all go ahead and read that. Yeah, that.
Come on over. I'm gonna send the tray around one more time for the building fund, and then I'm gonna personally lay hands on the first 30 women in a sundress.
You know what? Or a moo-moo.
In a moo-moo.
Now, see how you talking all this stuff? I'm going to give y'all this part, and then I'm be done. After he had left the crowd and entered the house, go ahead. Y'all got that? Check that out after this show. Look at him looking like, wait, what happened? See, Nick was right. See, you play with God. She said you're going to end up with ED. You play with God and you actually speaking, look, scripture.
I rebuke you, Nick. I rebuke you.
You're rebuke that.
Yes.
Look, like, what happened when he entered the house?
You the one said it.
Your idiotness has no value here.
Don't want that. So what do we do? Are women more masculine? Are women more masculine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the feminine movement did. I mean, they have to, in certain cases, they have to be more masculine, but those cases are because of their choice. You chose Leroy, and he ain't no good dad or a good father. So guess what? Now you have to play the two roles. Let's back it up. If you didn't choose Leroy, and you didn't choose nobody, you wouldn't have to take on those manly kind of characteristics. Or if you chose, I don't know, random name, Nate, you wouldn't have to take those manly characteristics because that guy Nate might be a man who's been raised by fathers and who knows what a man is, and you can allow him to be there. So if you allow your man to be a man that is a man, you don't have to take on manly traits. You ain't taking out the garbage. You ain't doing certain things because you have a man. So you don't have to take on the traits. But it stems from your choices. So if you pick Pastor Tupac and he got 20 of the girls in the congregation expecting, he got the quadruple triplets coming all throughout the year, and you mad because he ain't coming over to your house every other Tuesday like he used to and taking out your garbage and laying and bathing you and romancing you. That was your choice. So your choice makes you have to take on masculine traits. It's sad, but the reality it isn't. A woman say, well, why do I gotta be so masculine? Well, because of your choices. No one's saying because of your choices. So I understand it. I kind of understand it to a fault. If you are feminine and this, that, and other, and your choices are better or good, you wouldn't have to be masculine. There's no way. You would have to be masculine.
Okay. I agree, actually.
I'm going to pass the tray around one more time.
Whatever.
For the chitlin fund. We're feeding the homeless chitlins. And
I got a quarter here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Sorry, here's a dime. Here you go.
We appreciate the money that jingles, but we need the candid fold.
While you're playing, you know that the food pantries were giving out buckets of chitlins.
Boy,
when they went up on that price last year to like $50 to $60 a bucket.
Me hitting the Mega Million this week.
Right.
Everything else I'm talking is coming up. So me hitting the quadruple million the first time they hit the Powerball and the Mega this week.
And I hit the lottery. I'm going off the grid for a while.
Hey,
I ain't gonna see me.
Everything I done said, they woo. So I'm gonna
come on with it. Hey, speak it into existence. That's what you got to do.
Got one in.
Exactly. Y'all not gonna see me for a minute. Like, where Nick at? She on vacation. Where Nick at?
So if you hit the lottery, if you hit the if you hit the Mega Millions, you disappear, Nick.
Probably, yeah.
You said it. I ain't mad at you. Nate, what about you? You hit the Mega Millions.
You'll have everybody like this. Where was y'all at when I needed things? There are certain people that was there for me when I was in need. And when I was going through what I was
let me hear what he has to say. What do you say to that?
I already have my lotto. I already have it written down how I'm going to handle everything. I'm going to take my mom and my immediate family either south or west, get on a boat with a lawyer, 2 lawyers and 2 accountants, and see how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to trust fund my close friends because I need them to still be my close friends. So I don't want them asking me for nothing. Hey, you get $20,000 a month from here on. I'm putting this money aside and I'm trust funding my close friends so they can stay my close friends and they ain't gonna be. You're right, man. My mom does suck. I don't want them turning into yes men trying to get my money. I hate that I would have to move because I love Youngstown. I would try to stay here, but I don't think I would be able to. I don't know where else I can go and call them.
Yeah, I wouldn't come back home.
And then with the having known that I hit the lotto, I'm worried about my grandkids. Oh
my gosh! Listen,
it goes a lot in the.
See, it does it for me.
Okay.
It doesn't for me, and I speak different. Let me say, if I hit the lottery or hit the Mega Millions, I'm still going to work. I hear the doubt that both of you guys said immediately. That's a happy moment. That's good energy. That's it. How did you know the happy moment? Y'all just automatically turned it to bad. But let me tell you why.
Not bad.
I'm going to say, me hearing both of you guys, it went from happy in a second. It went from happy to sad because it went to worry.
Yeah, you have to. Hey, if you hit the mega, do you think your grandson, somebody ain't gonna call you and be like, yeah, I need $2 million? You think that won't happen? You have to keep that in. Your feelings don't matter. The reality is what you have to think about. And to be instantly rich, check how many lotto winners went broke because they didn't have the foresight or the planning. That could be a curse. You have to understand, with money comes, more money comes problem. If you open your Bible to the book of Biggie Smalls and read verses 7 through 3, he starts off with more money comes more problem. So
why is Nick acting? Why is Nick acting like she in church? How about something?
I'm just saying. Look at that girl. Speaking of the church, that girl, her church, her pastor,
$4 million because she didn't give enough.
But wait. Okay, I need both of y'all. Just reboot your hard drive real quick. Just spin with me a little bit.
Okay.
It's your community. It's your community. The people that are around you. Like Nick's was whoever wasn't there for me. So clearly there's some resentment. Like y'all wasn't there for me when I need you. Don't even worry about it. That was Nick's. Yours was you were going to take your family, boom, boom. And then you started worrying about your offsprings.
Grandkid, yeah.
Who are you around now that you feel like that?
I'm not a threat. I am not a target. I got $17.
So do you not step into your blessing, hear me out, or your purpose because you don't want to be a target?
I take it. I acknowledge. I take the blessing. I'm still playing the numbers. So I'm willing to take the blessing. The thing is, I have to know and be knowledgeable for what's out there.
Now, there's some people that do say, and I get that, what's out there? Where are you? That's my question. That's the picture. Listen, that's the picture that I'm trying to paint. Just look, because I'm going to tell you something. There's power in the mind. It's power in the mind. And if you look at it and it's like, wait a minute, how do you take a positive, something that happened, and this is your happy place, and automatically turn it, don't even have it, because we're hypothetically speaking, and turn it into something bad. Listen, you got to reboot your hard drive. And I want to give you guys these quick tips in achieving goals and believing and knowing that things can be better and keep that good energy. Real talk, you have the idea what it is that you want to be. Like I asked you that vision. Okay, and I use that as an example, winning the Mega Millions or something like that. You got to see it and say, boom, this is it. This is what I want. I'm going to do it. And it's all going to stay positive. How do I make it positive? How do I keep my happy without worrying about other people? Recreate the place. Be somewhere else where, guess what? If you are around a whole lot of people, and I know you want to speak, but when you're around a whole lot of people that don't have, because that's what it sounds like, where you have to be concerned, get up, move. When other people have, guess what? You're on the same playing field. But to walk out, but to walk out the door to, okay, I don't have a target on my back, I feel bad about that. And I'm like, wait a minute, we got to do something about it. And I don't want this is for the listening audience. That's who I'm speaking to right now. Don't allow doubt to step in, because when that doubt steps in, it takes you out of that place. So I want you guys to, whatever it is that you want to do to achieve a goal, even if it's not just winning the Mega Millions, just period overall. If there's a mission that you would like to accomplish, don't doubt yourself at all. Because I'm going to tell you, once you start doubting yourself, we already get that doubt outside that somebody might say, oh, okay, well, is that realistic? Should you do that? And I'm talking about achieving goals at this moment. Don't doubt yourself, because as soon as you doubt yourself, just take 10% off. So say you have your 100%, and as soon as you start doubting, oh, what about this? What about that? 10%, 20%, 30%. What is the chances that you'll actually become successful? Slim to none. So keep that in mind, lovely people. Keep that in mind. And I want to say this as well. A person, I can't remember the guy's name who actually said this. When you want something, go after it and get it. But I will say this, it's a boomerang effect. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. So that will come. So that's today's Q-tips. Thanks for walking into that real talk. Thanks for walking right into that real talk. I do know a few people that actually hit the Mega Millions, and they still do have. They're good. They still as relatives. They still got their money. But and this is why I can speak to that. Nobody asked them, "Can you?" Nobody asked them that. I know one of my cousins, which I commend him 110%. He always had money anyway, so he wasn't ever hurting. What he did with his children's mother, he bought the houses that they were actually staying in. He bought them for her. Here, you got a house. So his children were raised. They didn't have to worry about nothing there. And I like the fact, very intelligent guy, he didn't say, hey, go buy another house. The house you were renting, he bought it from the owners. So they have, boom, there you go. There you go. Boom. And his children could actually live with him. Another relative, which was a female. They invested, did what you did. What you were saying you would do, go on the boat and talk. And nobody's asking them, like, that I know of. None of our family actually asked for anything because we were doing anyway. And nobody wants others' stuff. But when they have a party, oh, I'm there.
I think with Nyk, I have a
Uh-huh.
that I
Go ahead.
So I have a plan in place to win. It's not if, it's when.
Uh-huh.
In my plan, I can't be like, I should feel this way. No, reality steps in. I have to play chess. That's what men do.
Okay.
Play chess. So now that I have $8 billion or whatever the case may be, my kids can't play for the little East High, little Broncos or whatever the case may be. Because as much money as I give those people, they would know those are the tickets. Right there is a ticket. You just won't be able to. Michael Jackson was a prisoner for a reason.
Well, what's wrong with saying no? No is a complete sentence.
Got you, but Michael Jackson was a prisoner. Michael Jackson couldn't go to Southern Park Mall without shutting the whole mall down.
He had to go in disguise because he did go to the mall out there because Marquette, hey, she worked at the Original Cookie and she got the opportunity to serve him and he was incognito and she didn't realize it. She thought it was weird. And then after they sent her a note and that's when she seen, that's who she served.
Wow.
Original Cookie, way back. I'm taking it way back. She was in LA.
But with great money and great power comes great responsibility. So how I feel is irrelevant to me. Because I'll feel good because guess what? I'll put 20s on my damn Honda Civic, you know what I mean? And then I put this up. So that's all well and good.
You see, nobody can tell you what to do with your money. But look at Oprah.
But there's a responsibility.
What responsibility?
Mel, me and you can walk around Youngstown and they say, hey, Nate, I hear that jazz in the park, agitator. And I just wave and I'm happy. Let me be an $8 million agitator. Now I'm worried about agitator. Everything changes. So you have to be cognizant and plan for those changes. So I'm not scared. I accept the responsibility of being this millionaire that I'm going to be. But I also have in plan, okay, what I'm going to do. I'm going to insulate myself around my close friends. And they're going to be my paid staff.
But I get you, because let me add to what you were saying. He did say, my cousin that hit the Mega Millions, he did say that when his boys is over and they get into it with their girls, he go in the house, shut the door, they on the porch, and he like, hey, don't hit her. He said he said he is no longer breaking up fights. Don't hit them. Let me help you. Call the police. Bye.
Because soon as soon
as they get back together.
Or even that, you should just ask your friend Nate. You know he'll give it to you. I don't want to bother him like that. This, that, and that. Well, you should, and he, this, that, and other. So there's outside sources that's come to my friend.
Is that what happens with
Yes.
Listen, even with okay, so if your child get drafted, your grandson, I'm coming to you and be like, Nate, I want tickets. I'm not gonna do that.
You won't do that, Mel. How many males you know?
I know me. That's it.
Okay,
But the people that's around me, they don't be asking.
That's one. But with great money and power comes great responsibility.
Everybody wants to hook up. Why you don't want to pay to see? Why wouldn't you want to pay to see my
That's
child?
it right there, Mel. That is it right there. Because there's a lot of people that come up with businesses that will tell you their friends will come be like, "Can I get the family discount? This and that." Because when I first said something about
you're telling me how you feel about it, but the reality is
opening my business. Somebody was the first thing somebody said. Well, I know I'm gonna get the family discount. You ain't even family. What are you talking about?
But do you understand what y'all doing? You're talking about how it should be and how you feel it should be. But the reality is, I didn't feel I should. Nick, come on, we on the show together. Give me the discount. I don't feel the way you feel, and I'm coming to you how I feel. But you think how I feel is wrong. We both got valid feelings. Feelings are never wrong. They're valid to the person that has them.
I didn't
My
have.
feelings are valid to me.
Maybe they know the person. Maybe they just kind of know the person they can ask. Because even with my book, like I said, $9.99. Do you really want a discount off of $9.99?
Mel, we go way back, Mel. Remember Pat?
Can I get it for $4.99?
Remember he had hopscotch?
$5.99?
But you feel, and I can agree with you, you feel that they shouldn't do that. But they feel, remember hopscotch? We closer to that. I just want to feel like I'm getting a discount and I'm special. So I'm going to come to you that way. So guess what? My feelings are valid to me. Your feelings are valid to you.
But if you want to see me win, why do you want to cut me out?
Hey, girl, you should get them other people. But I'm special. Girl, sell it to everybody else. But I want to.
I was in the play and I paid full price, so I ain't stirred what they talk about. Y'all gonna pay full price.
But everyone don't think like y'all.
You know what? I got you. Hold on. No, I got to read this. No discount. Talk about because Balney. I went to Balney with him. But can I get an autographed copy, please? Absolutely.
But here's my thing. That you remember you saying my value 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, it's not about your value. You place your value on you. I place my value someplace else. So your value has nothing to do with anybody else. And you kept on saying, well, I know my value. Well, your value is good. And Oprah, that's cool. Yeah, you want to get with me and that. We smashed a couple times, but me not. I don't want to get serious with you. But this girl at McDonald's, I got to marry her. I got to marry her. She has more value to me. I don't care what she think your value is. That's your value to you. But you're not the buyer. You're the product. I can't say, yes, I'm a Lamborghini. This, that, another. If a dude says,
man, you was riding around in that Chevette like a Lamborghini.
Well, yeah. To me, it was a Lamb. And guess what? And a lot of the girls that wanted to ride in there with me thought it was a Lamb too. But there was other girls that didn't. I could turn up the music as loud as it went. Didn't faze them because the value wasn't there for them. So the value is I can't equate my value to you. Well, Mel, I do this and I do this, so I'm valuable. You like, so? But Mel, I play for the Cleveland. No, that's too far.
You can go too far.
That's way too far. I'm sorry. I apologize to the show. I'll never say that again. I play for the Rams, whatever. And I can buy and I can treat you like that. But you don't like men that's 5'2". So the value I see in me, if you don't see it, how can I tell you I'm valuable? And y'all were arguing the point that, well, I know my worth. Okay.
You can tell me you're valuable. This is how. Prime example. Okay, we have somebody in a comment that said when people want them to work on their house, they always like to ask them, can they get a discount too? And when you be like, no, this is the price. This is my price. You have the option to not take it. And that's fine. But this is my price. And you have to hold true to that. Now, if it's a female, Mr. Stevens, that said, can I get a discount too? Now, if y'all doing the barter system, I don't know. But I think that you should sit there and say, listen, my penis is valuable. No. This is how much it costs. And this is it. Because you do have some women that feel like, okay, well, I could do this. No, a fair exchange is no robbery, which is not okay. That's not okay.
Okay, but hey, listen.
I'm not bartering a girl for nothing.
Listen, you bartering your stuff, Nick, and I'm saying, hey, all I got is a hot 40. Well, I'm worth more than 40. Well, hey, I'll take this 40 and leave the house.
Don't bend, ladies.
Hey, hot 40. Hey, COVID, y'all went up because of COVID.
Ain't no $40 here. No.
Oh, I heard. The hot 40 is still the hot 40. That's the market value.
Oh.
So, hey,
and you know what? That's a bad thing.
I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. But the hot 40 was the going rate.
And you know what? And if somebody need it bad enough, they're going to be like, I'll be like, I ain't taking nothing. Now, you ain't giving me no $40.
Then the 40, most dudes will be like, okay, well, hey.
What I say last week. Generally, I clink. I'll talk all the mess in the world, but clink, I ain't playing that.
Mr. Stevens said, you can keep your stinking coochie. I want my money.
That's right. Exactly. All I got a
good for you.
I got a $40 budget, and that's it. I don't care how what you think your value is. You want this hot 40.
Tell me this: with women who have masculine energy, because they had to. Because I heard you, I was listening to you guys. They felt as though they had to. What would be your advice to them when they? Let me finish. What would be your advice to women who had to have masculine energy and coming into a relationship with a male like you?
It's hard because you've been that way for a long time, and then coming to a man that don't like your tone, just say stuff. Oh no, don't talk to me like that, or no, you don't wear stuff like that. Women usually take that as an attack.
Okay.
But a man can only protect what he can control. I don't care if you don't like the sound of that. It's fact.
Okay.
If he can't control it, he can't protect it. So a woman that's coming from this and masculine and used to doing what she wants, it's like, I'm Captain Caveman. That's why I put him up there, because for most women, I'm just Captain Caveman. Oh, you shouldn't think like this. But women who had men in their lives and are raised by dads and stuff like that usually tell me, you be preaching. You be telling them.
Okay, but for those who don't, so let's try to help the ones that don't.
It's hard, but you have to find a way to submit and make sure he's worthy of it. Find a man that's worthy of you truly submitting. But you would have to let go of a lot of things in the way you dress or the way you do certain things. You would have to be willing to let that go, because you're trusting someone to be your everything. As a woman, you're trusting someone to be there for you in every situation and stuff like that. So a man has to be qualified. So if you come into a man that is qualified, not just because you feel good and he got a new single with Poppity Boop Boop, Little Boop Boop.
That's facts. That's facts.
He has to be qualified, truly qualified.
In order for you to become submissive.
You would have to learn it because you have never had it.
All right, let me give today's footnote because we're running over and we're going to finish this show. Remember this, lovely people. Oh, let me give him his dues. Bishop! Agreed. Listen, thoughts for today's footnotes. Thoughts create reality. Act like what you want. Very important. And again, you don't get, I heard this from somebody else, so I don't want to take credit for it. You don't get what you want, you get what you are, meaning you attract what you are. I told y'all before that people usually date according to their self-esteem, and you want to know why that person is there? You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because a bullet in your tooth is for your health. No. Listen, today's footnote, I'm done for real, straight up. You find peace when you realize that people are at war with themselves, not you. So go be great. Thank you guys for tuning in to Shop Talk with Mel. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you want, and hit that notification bell as well if you want to know when we are on. We got Nyk the Agitator, Nyk the Voice, always giving it to you from all perspectives. Like, share, comment. And another thing, if you're on social media, like, comment, share, do it. It doesn't cost you a thing, but I get paid. I love you. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. 1, 2, 3. Shop Talk. How?
That was the best one. That was the best one.
That was the best one.
Right. Because last week you was bad. I watched that. I'm like, it is Nyk. And you said it.
Yeah.